from my perspective, being in a relatively large company, I can tell you where it probably shouldn't be, and that is in commercial. So in GSK, our medical organization, especially my part of the organization, is very much involved in evidence generation and really needs to be very closely aligned with the clinical development organization. You heard a lot about RWE, that's in my team as well. Health outcomes, late stage studies, all have to be aligned in that very comprehensive, we call it the integrated evidence plan. So it's not just the medical plan, it's the evidence needed to have a successful medicine. And so with that, we do have to be closely aligned. However, we also need to bring the insights from the commercial organization. We have to be very much aligned with them. We have to bring the insights in from patients. We have to bring the insights in from the healthcare systems and the payers. And so we act as that bridge, bringing that in to clinical development, and we also act as the translator of the information that comes out to physicians, patients, and healthcare systems. So in order to do that well, I think that either we can be aligned with R&D as we are, or we can be an independent organization, but probably not within commercial itself. We could evolve. We're in a little bit of changing environment, new CEO. We're relooking at all of our structures and processes. And it could be that we become an independent organization in the future. I don't see that in the near future necessarily. However, as the value that we bring to the rest of the organization becomes, I think, a little bit more recognized, and we actually can articulate it better, then I can see it becoming an independent organization in the future. But for now, I think we're going to stay in R&D for a while.
Currently, I am in an independent organization, reports directly to the CEO or president. In fact, when I was looking for a role, I looked for that. So I'm biased more to the independence, and I think that will be the future. Well, why do I say that? I think it can work if you report into R&D. I had great experience in R&D, but it depends a lot on what the roles are and who is managing you. So I had an interesting sequential open label trial with 3 heads of R&D that I reported into, because I had 3 different bosses at the same company. And it was a very different experience. The first one was very much a part of R&D, very much of a scientist, but used medical as his personal ATM, that he would draw money out as he needed money for the budget. And things that we had carefully planned for, were gone. The second one was more balanced and was a very good experience. And the third was even the best because the person had R&D experience as well as served as a medical head also and a regulatory head. So it does depend on your culture, the roles of who you're reporting into. But I do think because of the growing role of medical affairs now and in the future, we'll see more and more companies going to independence. Right now, I think it is dependent on company size. It's a lot easier for me, who have been mostly at medium-sized companies, versus Kate, who's at a very large company. But eventually, I see the future being a lot of people going to independent.